Welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. We're here on a whatever I want Wednesday, and this week I decided I wanted Black Series. Now I might decide what I want, but I do not decide who. Once again, as always, I randomly reach into the box and see what I pull out. So this week, from the Clone Wars animated series, we have one of the baddest bounty hunters in the galaxy, the great Cad Bane. I actually managed to scare this in a trade I had in a Facebook group. I had a spare 2/12 trooper I picked up from Walgreens. I regretted missing out on this figure, so when it was offered, I gladly accepted. Unfortunately, at the time I was also negotiating with somebody else. I failed to realize I'd actually traded two 2/12s at the same time, but being a man of my word, I now have two figures that I was looking for and no 2/12. But you know what happens to the best of us, and we're only as good as our word. So those deals are struck, and I had to go through with them. And I have to tell you, this figure I am in no way upset about getting in this trade. So, as always, we're going to look at the accessories. We're going to look at the figure. We're going to check his articulation. Woo. And then we're going to deck him out and get him on the shelf. So, Cad Bane comes with this shoulder satchel. As far as accessories go, this is not the most exciting accessory. But that being said, it is textured. The strap itself is fairly simple, but it is molded in such a way that it actually conforms to the body. Like I said, the bag is textured. It's molded. You can see what looks like stitch lining in a couple of spots. Clearly make out the flap. I mean, it's not a bad piece. It's just, I think it's unnecessary, but it is what it is. He comes with a set of pistols. These are the exact same pistol. Actually, I take that back. One of them definitely has a... No, they are the same. It's just this one is apparently slightly bent. And because of that, the light is hitting it differently. But yes, they are the exact same. These look very much like old school Western. Well, actually they don't, but they're meant to evoke that feeling. Topside sights, painted grip, painted barrel, and the most signature piece of all, we have Cad Bane's cover. It's got a little bit of texturing to it, a lot of wear. You can see it looks dirty and worn. This is a nice looking hat. And right now, actually, it's not that nice looking. But just wait, it'll get better. Now, let's move on to the figure himself. Cad Bane is a Duros, one with a surprisingly stark blue skin tone. Red eyes, pointed teeth. He's got that snarl, that perpetual scowl. You gotta love that look. Now, it's said somewhere that in order to be able to fight and kill Jedis, he had to prepare himself for that. So these hoses are part of a backup breathing system that prevents him from being choked out by a Force user. Really cool storyline for a unusual accessory on a person. But it's sculpted nicely. It's got that patina old metal look. He's wearing a full-length duster. Duster is cut at waist height in the front to allow easy access to his weapons. This man screams Western gunslinger, and I love it. Got an undershirt of sorts. Once again, weathered, dry brushed, given that old look. Paint details added all over. Ammo on the ammo belt. He does have a dual gauntlet system. Yet another step in fighting Jedi. Sorry if you hear my little kids in the background. They're excitedly playing. Fingerless gloves for better shooting. Not the greatest to paint on the hands themselves. But when you get a point where glove ends and hand begins, it's kind of hard to have an exact line. Got a dual set of holsters. Got a pair of pants and then leather chap type overlay on it. These boots are, once again, another pair of boots that I would wear in real life. And then he has directional jump jets that allow him to either pursue or attempt to escape from a Jedi. Sorry about that interruption. We will go ahead and continue on with the articulation on this figure. Now, because of how small the head is, they really couldn't put a very good ball joint up in the head. So to counter that, they put one at the bottom of the neck. Looking up, because of the color of the jacket, you're only getting at eye level going up. But he's got a lot of down. I love the fact that this isn't pegged in or glued anywhere. It's free floating, so it allows for side to side, tilt, down and up without interfering. These shoulders hinge up to 90. They have a very nice butterfly joint on them. They do rotate all the way around. Now, underneath this jacket sleeve, as you can see, there are multiple cables running up into it. You just got to be careful when you're articulating the elbow. Make sure you don't pinch any of those or snap any of those. Elbow comes up beyond 90. There is rotation at the elbow. And not only at the elbow, but if you look closely here, the elbow moves, the upper arm moves. So there are two rotation points right there. A third articulation point for rotation at the hand. And then both hands, trigger finger hands, with vertical hinges. Now, torso allows for rotation. Not really much in the way of front and back. A little bit of side tilt. So, legs kick out that far. Kick sideways. Pretty good. Not great, but definitely better than some. Virtually no back. We have a thigh cut up underneath this chap pant leather looking thing. We have a single jointed knee that comes up to 90 and rotates there as well. But wait, the fun's not over. There is no boot cut, but the jump jets are articulated. Foot hinges back that far, forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. So, what do you say we make it worth our while and get Mr. Bane all decked out? So because of the way the strap is bent, it actually sits right there on his back. That's a little too far out. Okay, I'm trying to get all this straightened out. as I said before, these do go into the holsters quite easily. But what's the point of having a gunslinger that doesn't have his guns? The hands are fairly pliable, which allows you to get those in there fairly easily. And then we have to get the hat on. You know what? It doesn't look right to me. So we are going to modify things a little bit. We're going to holster one of the weapons. Keep the other one up. And then I think we're going to tip the hat. Is this thing on backwards? Does it fit better this way? Yeah, it does. It's like I need that elbow to go back just a little bit more to really make it. There we go. So there we have it. Cad Bane. So let's get him up on the shelf now, shall we? And there you have it. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.